by the book. I cannot have you terrorizing him.
I would never.
Or threatening to tear his arms off.
That's happened one time.
Lucifer is very much a show that is living off the will and power of the fans and the streaming service that kept it going. Because originally the Vertigo comic-inspired TV show was on Fox alongside shows like Gotham, and then in one fell swoop both of them were stopped. Gotham got to its end in series on its own terms, but Lucifer didn't. But it was saved by Netflix, and Season 5 is still going on with Part 2 coming, and Season 6 being its final season. But what to expect from both? Allow us to show you 7 things to expect from Lucifer Season 6. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. 7. Why Season 5 is what it is. Season 6 of Lucifer was never gonna happen. Netflix revival of the series from Season 4 onwards was meant to end after Season 5. That's partly why the show was split in 2 halves and given an extended season which is aiming to be shown soon. When Netflix gave Season 5 the final season order, naturally fans weren't happy that Netflix forgave life to Lucifer, but only to take it away 2 seasons later. They wanted more, a lot more, and so they did a petition and it got a bunch of signatures, and Netflix saw the appeal, and thus a 6th and truly final season was born. It was late February 2020 when HYDRA and Joe Henderson had signed on for a further 6th season. On June 23rd, 2020, we officially got word that Season 6 was set to happen, but it would be the final season. No ifs, ands, or petition buts about it. That would be the end, which was considered fair in the eyes of fans.
You just said there was more, so where?
I was gonna maybe hit on my grandpa.
6. Changes to the second half of Season 5? There's a lot of mystery about what's going to happen in Lucifer when Season 5B arrives. But one of the biggest questions was whether the second half would be adjusted to fix the now confirmed Season 6 of the show. Here's what Joe Henderson had to say on the matter. It will remain exactly the same as we have planned, and it was really very important to us. When the idea for Season 6 came up, Heidi Madrovic, the co-showrunner, and I said to Netflix, if we do this and find the right story, the thing we don't want to do is undo everything we have done. Once you see Season 5B, you'll understand how A and B are actually one big season, how it all relates. The things that happened in the Season 5 premiere fit in completely with the ending. That's both fair and exciting, because that means there wasn't a hasty move to undo or fix things to make Season 6 possible. Rather, they went full tilt with Season 5, and they'll use that fuel to the final season whenever it comes out. Oftentimes, a show will have a hasty shift if another season is given, and thankfully, that won't happen with Lucifer.
That was fun.
5. Is everyone coming back? Another problem that occurs when a last-second renewal is that not everyone will be on board with the return and decide to leave for one reason or another. However, that doesn't seem to be the overall case with Lucifer. As we mentioned above, Heidi Madrovic and Joe Henderson, who serve as the co-showrunners, are both on board to see Lucifer Season 6 to its very end. It wasn't until early July until DB Woodside confirmed he'll be returning a tweet. Tom Ellis was ecstatic about his returning reply, utterly delighted and excited to get back alongside you both in front of and behind the camera. Also attached for Season 6 so far are Laura German as Chloe, Leslie Ann Brandt as Maze, Rachel Harris as Linda Martin, Amy Garcia as Ella Lopez, Kevin Alejandro as Dan Espinoza, Scarlett Estevez as Trixie Espinoza, DB Woodside as Amenadiel. In late September 2020, Scott Porter confirmed he'll be appearing in both Season 5B and Season 6. In October 2020, we got word of 2 new guest stars that will feature in Season 6. Those are Chris Coy and Rob Zabrecki. Chris Coy is known for his appearances on The Deuce, The Frontrunner, and Detroit. He's set to play the role of Alan. Rob Zabrecki is known for his appearance in A Ghost Story, Lost River, and Criminal Minds. He's set to play the role of Horace Goldfinger. EW revealed that Murren Dungay and Brian Hildebrand will be starring in Season 6. They notably will have ties to the show's angelic family. Dungay, who is known for Aliases, will play Sonia. Hildebrand, who is known for Deadpool, will play Rory. On December 10th, we exclusively revealed that Mandy June Turnup would be guest starring in Season 6 in the role of Dr. Jessica Lamonte. 4. Episodes and titles.
Okay.
Given the nature of Lucifer's renewal, a lot of people were wondering about episode count. At first, there were rumors it would be just 8 in order to help tie things up. But then, DB Woodside confirmed that it would actually be 10 episodes in full, and one of them might be a musical episode. But as of yet, that hasn't been fully confirmed. The Lucifer Writers account has been slowly teasing the names of the new episodes. Here are the announced names so far. Episode 601, Nothing Ever Changes Around Here, written by Mike Costa, directed by Kevin Alejandro. Episode 602, Buckets of Baggage, written by Jen Graham Amata, directed by Richard Sprite Jr. Episode 603, Yabba Dabba Do Me, written by Joe Henderson, directed by Nathan Hope. Episode 604, Pin the Tail on the Baddie, written by Carly Woodworth, directed by Vit Nigun. Episode 605, The Murder of Lucifer Morningstar, written by Lord Gillard Jr., directed by Lisa Domain. Episode 606, A Lot Dirtier Than That, written by Heidi Modrovic, directed by Claudia Yarmi. Episode 607, My Best Friend, written by Julia Fontana, directed by Nathan Hope. Episode 608, Save the Devil, Save the World, written by Ayana White, directed by D.B. Woodside. Episode 609, Goodbye Lucifer, written by Chris Rafty, directed by Karen Gavoli. Episode 610, Season Finale? Some of those titles have a very interesting take on things, and seem to point to a very dark tale that Lucifer will not only tell, but the devil himself will be involved in. And of course, it's poetic that they don't label the series finale.
Jesus. Not quite.
3. The status of 5B. One of the reasons Season 5 was split into 2 parts was because of the extended season nature, and allowing for time to get them all filmed. But the global pandemic very much threw that into chaos. So much so that the production for Season 5B had to be halted despite being mostly done. Not unlike shows like Supernatural and others, certain episodes were finished filming, but not the entire set. So thus, delays had to be done. So much that Season 6 didn't start filming after October of 2020, with Rob Henderson noting, "Today is our first day of shooting, #Lucifer Season 6. So happy we finished up Season 5, and we will be working our buns off to get it finished to Netflix. Thanks to our incredible cast and crew for working hard and safe and delivering a kick-butt finale."
Welcome home.
2. So what about Part 2 of Season 5? The back half of Season 5 is set to arrive soon on Netflix. But when can we expect that? We know that there are 8 episodes as part of the extended season, but what will they entail? Season 5 finally introduced Michael, Lucifer's petty twin brother and God's right-hand angel. Unlike Lucifer, who taps into people's desires, Michael uses fear to cause chaos. In the Season 5A finale, Michael fuels Amenadiel's fear over Charlie's mortality. As a half-angel, Amenadiel didn't think Charlie would die or feel pain like humans do. Now that he knows he can, Michael uses that information to help sway Amenadiel. The 8th episode ends with Amenadiel regaining his powers to slow down time completely. This kicks off an angelic showdown between Lucifer, Michael, and Amenadiel, with wings out and fists clenched. Things got pretty dicey before they're forced apart by their long-absent father, the one and only God, played by the one and only Dennis Haysbert. That's where things ended as God has arrived. The archangels and fans are stunned. And who knows what happens next? 1. What to pay attention to. So with Season 5B still coming, and Season 6 being made as we speak, what should you pay attention to? First and foremost, keep your eyes on Lucifer, as he's going to have lots of troubles with his brothers, father, friends, lovers, and so on. What's more, the question of Lucifer's endgame is now going to be in the limelight more, as things start to wind down. We know there's going to be trauma, backstabbing, complications, apparently the murder of Lucifer Morningstar, and more before things end. So in short, when the back half of Season 5 arrives, pay attention to everything. It'll be important later on. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at Lucifer and how things are going to go in terms of the ending of Season 5 and the coming of Season 6? How do you think the devil will get his due in the final season? Do you think that there are things we don't fully understand that are coming our way? What do you personally think will happen in the final season? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.